We do.
12:21, I'll call this meeting to order.
Good afternoon. Notice of a public meeting of the Audit and Oversight Committee meeting October 3rd, 2025. Pursuant to Chapter 551, Title 5 of the Texas Government Code, the Texas Open Meetings Act, notice is hereby given that a regular meeting of the Audit and Oversight Committee of the City of Brownsville will be conducted on October 3rd, 2025 at 12:15 p.m. at the City Commission Chambers located on the second floor City Hall Federal Building at 1001 East Elizabeth Street, Brownsville, Texas. Members of the public who submitted a public comment form will be permitted to offer public comments as provided by the agenda and as permitted by the presiding officer during the meeting. A recording of the meeting will be made and will be available to the public in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. Chair, it is now 12:22. You may call the meeting to order.
Meeting is called to order.
Item 2, we have the public comment period. We did not receive any public comments, so I will read the following item. Item 3, we have items for individual consideration, discussion, and possible action. 3A, approval of the minutes for the following Audit and Oversight Committee meeting. A1, September 5th, 2025, regular meeting.
Need a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
B, City Auditor's Office update on B1, continuing professional education hours.
Very happy to report that we have completed our required minimum hours of CPE for the office. So we're in compliance for this year at 100%, with the deadline being December 31st. So we're very happy that all is completed. Some of the remaining CPE is just on certain certifications, but for the Yellow Book audit standards, we have completed our requirement for 2025.
B2, professional development.
So we're very fortunate, as we mentioned in the previous meeting, that our staff has been trained through the Association of Local Government Auditors for their peer review training. And Mr. Salinas here was selected and has completed, participated in the City of Dallas peer review training. And I don't know if you would like to share some of your experience.
Yes, so it was interesting, and it was a good experience seeing how another audit shop operates, especially one so big as the City of Dallas Auditor's Office. We were able to see from their planning all the way to the completion of their audits. They were all selected, so it was just a sample of their audits that we reviewed. And the City of Dallas did obtain a passing grade for the peer review. So it was a good experience.
So hopefully we can apply a lot of the lessons learned and some of the interaction between other audit shops as well as they participate in the peer review. So we're hoping that when it's our turn in about 2.5 years, that we can apply a lot of the lessons learned there.
Item B3, 2026 meeting schedule, Audit and Oversight Committee.
As mentioned in the bylaws for the Audit and Oversight Committee, any meetings that would be landing on a holiday, the committee can select alternate dates, and then we will post that for the public to decide to be aware of. In front of you is a calendar of the such dates and alternate dates for them. So if you'd like to review them and propose alternate dates, then we will make sure that we secure the locations for the alternate dates. We have January 2nd, day after New Year's Day. And the alternate dates are the 9th, the 16th, or the 23rd. But keep in mind, you could also choose alternate days beyond Fridays.
I mean, for me, either of those days work. Not really an issue for me. So the 9th, we just do the week after.
The 9th?
All right. January?
January.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what okay. Same thing for me, April 10th, the week after in 2026. I mean, it's been fine to me.
Excellent. And for April, tentatively the 10th would be the following Friday. For instead of April 3rd, Good Friday, the alternative date would be the 10th, the 17th, or the 17th.
April 10th, I think works for me, so. April 10th, I think, I don't think any of us are planning that far ahead unless someone is, but someone's got a wedding or something.
Excellent. And then we have July 23rd, which is the observance of July 3rd, which is the observance of 4th of July holiday, with the alternate date of the 10th, the 17th, or the 24th.
July 10th. July
10th.
Yeah, July 10th.
The 10th?
The
No, I'm
9th.
sorry,
The 9th.
January
The
the
9th.
9th. The excellent. So before we that would be an action item to be able to adopt the alternate dates
I believe so.
after we go through the presentation. So before
Motion
we
to
move to
accept the
accept.
dates as discussed.
I have a motion and a second. Is there a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item B4, other items of interest related to the Office of the City Auditor.
We want to update you on some of the Texas legislation that has some relevance that's relevant to the committee's work. First and foremost is House Bill 3512, which went into effect September 1st, which has a requirement for cybersecurity and AI training for the city and its employees and some elected officials as well. IT has already implemented the cybersecurity requirements, which I believe they have already met for this year's requirement. On the AI portion of it, the state is still developing that training. And once that is developed, then they would be deploying that throughout the state for cities and counties. So we'll keep you updated as soon as that training is available. Senate Bill 765, fraud detection information. The state passed and is now in effect September 1st for most of the items discussed in this committee are not disclosable for the Public Information Act, which includes risk assessments, reports, data protocols, technology specification, manuals, instructions, investigative materials, cross-matches, mental impressions, communications that may reveal methods by which a city prevents, investigates, or evaluates fraud. So in this case, the state gives cities a bit more coverage as we perform our tasks to deter fraud or investigate fraud. And lastly, Senate Bill 1851, which is also in effect, new municipal compliance penalties penalize city that fails to complete annual financial audits and financial statements required under Chapter 103 Local Government Code by potentially prohibiting the city from adopting a property tax rate that exceeds the city's no new revenue rate. We have spoken to external auditors. They're aware of the Senate Bill 1851 and are actively collaborating or working with our finance department. So we did meet with them yesterday, and they mentioned that they have begun their work. They're doing several interviews throughout the city with elected officials and city employees as they prepare for this year's reporting. So, we have created a standing meeting with them throughout the process prior to each Audit and Oversight Committee meeting. So we will make sure that we provide you with the most recent updates as it's available.
And that first one, I imagine you're gonna tell ODHR about that, because they're the ones that are probably gonna take care of all that, wouldn't they? On the House Bill 3512, they're probably the ones gonna have to carry on.
On the IT training, it is a collaboration between the IT department and HR, and I believe they are purchasing some training modules that are coming in online pretty soon. I think October 1st. So I believe that that is one element, but I believe my understanding is IT has their own training module with a different service provider specifically for IT issues. So, but they are aware, and the AI component, as soon as it's made available by the state, then it would be deployed. I did see some of that language in the CGIS training that we sat through, that is required for us to be able to access any police areas or working areas. They have already implemented AI components of that, so I am seeing it already implemented in several of the trainings. So we look forward to having that. But we will definitely reach out to HR and IT as that information is available on the AI side to make sure that that's part of their training development.
So I have a question on that, Arnold. If that's okay. So it would, two things. That I have to do, and it's just me, but there's probably more people like that who work for a part of the University of Texas in some capacity, and you do have to do the training every year. And it's very often the same exact training that the city did that we would have to do as a commissioner, but they don't care. You have to keep, like, you might do it 2 or 3 times a year, and now I don't know what this is. So can you relate the fact that are there other IT trainings like the state or something that would be equivalent to, or it seems like a waste of time to have to do 3 versions of what boils down to the same thing?
So I believe the state of Texas for the AI component has tasked, I believe, an extension of A&M to develop training. And then that training would then be the training provided for cities and state agencies. So I'm not sure if they have an equivalent training that could stand in the place or check the box that it's been completed. So it's still, they're still developing, but I believe they tasked the state agency or the A&M to do that component of it. So
Okay, and then my other comment is for sister organizations like BCIC and GBIC, whatever's decided upon within the city, hopefully that would be the same for GBIC and BCIC so that everyone's on the same training page.
sure, we can confirm with IT to make sure that our partners that collaborate through our IT infrastructure are also aware of it, or they are completing it as well. Fraud Awareness Month is coming up. I believe the city and through the Audit and Oversight Committee have participated in the ACFE Fraud Awareness Week, excuse me. And part of the coordination we're going to be doing on our end is to get it put in the city commission to get the Awareness Week recognized. The ACFE provides sample language, and of course we want to work with city secretary, but we'd like to first see if there's interest in participating, and if there isn't, we would need the mayor and Commissioner Golonsky's help to get it. What is the word that I'm sponsored to be able to put in city commission. And part of the activities we'd like to do is do emails, of course, have it in front of the city commission, the full commission, send out emails to the city employees. And I know that our staff's working to develop a resource page for fraud deterrence within our own webpage. So we would be creating links and of course, making employees aware of the state auditors resources, Office of Inspector General at the federal level, and the ACFE as well. And they have quite a bit of resources on that. So we're looking forward to participating on that. And I be tentatively, it would be on the November
4th.
4th commission meeting. So we'll work with city secretary to get it there as well, get it on the full commission. And as you can see in the on the graphics provided by the ACFE, most of the ways the fraud is detected is through tips, which we do have in the city of Brownsville. We have our telephone and our webpage, plus our paper format forms that they can come in and fill out. Internal audits, also 18% of fraud is discovered that way, and management review as well, 11%. Government organizations are more likely to refer cases to law enforcement for criminal prosecution than other types of organizations. And so we definitely look forward to being a resource for our city employees and our citizens on how to detect and deter fraud.
Item 4, we have executive session. Chair, it is now 12:36 p.m. Would you like to motion to go into executive session?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Now in executive session.
The following items will be discussed in executive session. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 552, 139, related to sensitive or confidential information. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, related to the fraud analysis and hotline concerns received. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, related to the Project Aberdeen. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, related to the ongoing internal control reviews. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, related to the draft biannual risk assessment and audit plan. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.071, related to the drafting of an ordinance pursuant to Article 5, Sections 28A of the Charter. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Sections 551.074, related to the one-year performance evaluation of the city auditor. Item 5, we have possible action on any items as discussed in executive session.
It's items E and G, correct? I'll entertain a motion on item E.
Proceed as discussed in executive session.
A motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'll entertain a motion on item G. Second,
Second.
a motion is second, all in favor to proceed?
Aye.
Aye. Entertain a motion to adjourn. Oh, no, we have future agenda item. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We got a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned. All right. And the last of our furniture for the sun. Now, it should be hopefully open in the